Hello, Libra. How are you? Welcome to the channel and to your reading. We are going to connect with your available energies for these next few hours, next few days. And for that, I am going to start with this beautiful oracle, which is the realm of the soul, to place ourselves in a message that your guides are sending us so that we can take it as a sign. Let's see what they tell us. Well, you must have the courage to be free and learn, because your freedom begins right where wanting ends. And this connects us with what could be a truly creative and expansive moment for you, that you must understand that, yes, obviously it is worth it for you to be in that place, right? To have the courage to be there in that place that is so expansive. It may also be time to give free rein to something that makes you feel truly free, something that helps you break away from whatever might be holding you back or keeping you tied down. This is your moment to release those chains and embrace the freedom you deserve right now. And also to start placing yourself from a very different place, because you must understand that you should not feel tied to anything or anyone, only to yourself, because that is how what you want at this moment will flow. It tells me the perfect light of great promises will be finding its way to you without obstacles, because being free means loving everything, even without trying to understand and without asking for either the meaning or the reward. It tells me that you should ask yourself what it is that you want now and act according to your answer. Keep very much in mind that freedom can only be found on the path of truth. It would be a good moment for you to be able to express that creativity and freedom in that situation with that person in that place or in life, to, well, recover a certain energy, a certain feeling of self-worth for yourself, right? For yourself. And it is time to recognize that you can truly experience a sense of freedom with what you are doing, but also with the path you are choosing to follow. Let us see what the angels have to say to us today, Libra. Take a moment to breathe and reflect, because the guidance coming through is truly meant for your personal journey. You already know that these are generalized readings. If you need to see your specific case, you can have a personal consultation with me, and you will always schedule it through the website. You see the address here in the video, and you also have a pinned comment on your sign that takes you directly to the page, and you enter very easily to be able to choose the reading of your preference. What do the angels tell us, Libra? Well, I am sensing a shift here, specifically regarding your need to break free from old conditioning and finally reach a point where you can simply accept help, or perhaps gather the strength to communicate that you are actually in need of it. It is about releasing those rigid barriers you have built around yourself and allowing support to come into your life right now. Because the Five of Pentacles connects you precisely to a place of lack. Even if at this moment you are going through that situation where you do not give yourself value to choose from your freedom, right? But beyond that, the Five of Pentacles always places us in a situation that can feel a bit critical and overwhelming. But right there in that situation, we are finding a solution, a way out. And asking for help is not synonymous with weakness, quite the opposite. You have the freedom to do it. So I think that this situation, that you understand you are living alone, you are living alone. Archangel Ariel tells you that no, that it should not be like that you are not going to face this current challenge or difficulty alone, but that help is near, that you should start to feed your mind, your little head, with positive thoughts and to turn them into a good prophecy, not the opposite, because we want this situation to improve. But you yourself will be finding the possibility of getting out of there and arranging what you have to arrange, managing that which weakens you, that which takes away your power, or that which does not let you take action from what is your choice, because that also has to do with how you manage certain resources at this moment, right? You have a Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups card is a card that connects us specifically with happiness. So you are surely finding a solution, a very creative one that is also emerging for you, to help you connect with that sense of freedom and that power you hold within yourself. And you see materialize what could be a desire that makes you quite happy. It is a quite favorable card that also speaks to us of a conquest. It speaks to us of a reward or an achievement. One must trust that something you are waiting for becomes a reality, and that however you need to get out of the situation, the possibility arises that that person will approach, that someone will offer you some type of issue or resources that you need from the place of lack that it may be. Not only the economic one to fulfill that desire or approach the happiness that at this moment you are needing, which could even be a matter of physical health, because Archangel Raphael and the Five of Pentacles are there. Also telling you, Libra, that it is also a moment of recovery for you at a physical level, at the level of your body. And it is also speaking to us that it could be a moment of change regarding a situation that had you quite sad, obviously, right? Because here there is a possibility for you to conclude a situation where you were not feeling complete or emotionally whole during this time in your personal life. That has everything to do with something material, or perhaps it is deeply connected to your own inability to feel truly free. Because Coincidentally, the Nine of Cups card embodies the essence of self-awareness, personal freedom, and profound emotional empowerment that you are finally beginning to recognize and embrace in your daily life. So you are becoming aware of all that. You have a Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a card that speaks to us that an excellent opportunity arises that is directly related to what is a project, to what is a start, with economic importance, with a very important material importance. Therefore, you are surely on the verge of beginning a project of a creative nature, a personal endeavor where you can feel very comfortable and completely free to develop a vision, while managing all of your available resources with great breadth and flexibility, allowing you to move forward with total confidence and a true sense of emotional empowerment, not with scarcity, in abundance, to take the first steps towards this project, towards that initiative, towards that relationship, if that is the case, towards that job. Or what could also be, let's see how you realize that you have the resources for this, which is to reach the fulfillment of that dream. In other words, you are being placed face to face with the reality that this could finally be the perfect moment for you to buckle down and start working hard to achieve that goal. Literally, you are going to be starting something that you are going to like very much. That is going to fill you with curiosity. It is going to give you a lot of initiative, a lot of energy of investigation, or you are connecting with things that are quite interesting at the work level, at the level of what is an invitation for a project, or they come to communicate something to you that motivates you a lot that has to do with that. And of course, it goes without saying, it makes it possible for you to finally break free from a financial blockage, allowing you to regain your interest and find that spark of motivation to move forward and pursue your goals with renewed energy once again. And it mobilizes you, this mobilizes you a lot to move, to learn, to try and to experiment, to develop yourself, because there are very high and excellent prospects for development. These are certainly going to transform into something very significant. This is where you regain your motivation. Perhaps you had given up or lost the opportunity to occupy this place, to intervene in this project, or to reach this situation of desire, that granted wish. You are now seeing that things are being put in order, and you are being handed something that will finally yield the results you have been waiting for. And here it is speaking to us that that is being put in order, that you are being given something that is already going to give you results. It is given to you. You could be being invited to participate in something that already has a result, but obviously you want to achieve more on that because that is going to bring you economic and also personal satisfaction, and you will want in some way this to be part of that. It may be that the desire is also to receive a tangible result regarding a project that you already set in motion. It may also be that you have the right now, after having come out of the crisis, to spend more free time earned after an important, this material asset that is received. It tells me that you are connecting a lot with what is pleasure, the enjoyment that comes associated with money. So, well, imagine that these are moments to enjoy in other areas of your life as well. This is also a moment that announces the arrival of what could be someone wanting to begin a relationship, or it may also mean that if you are in a couple, you can invest time together in a shared purpose or a life project that you both wish to build. It is a good stage for that Libra who is wanting to open up to connect with someone and, well, as they go, continue growing in this relationship. Or if you are in a connection, obviously understand that it is a moment where if we put dedication into it, we will surely be getting very good things out of this relationship, benefits for both parties. And above all, they are also gaining more security in the bond. They are this having a better time, and that will obviously facilitate the growth of the relationship. The same if we are facing something new, it is a moment of germination. So both are willing to see how this can happen, right? We are very attentive to the other person, and the other person is attentive to you. That is why it also connects you with the energy of freedom, because one has to be open to the possibilities of sharing and freedom to have this relationship. Everything will obviously depend on what each one wants to give to the other person. And besides, as it is a Page of Pentacles, it is also speaking to us that there are things that come from what are concrete acts that are going to make you notice that that person is committed to you, that they want a commitment, that they want to see what happens in reason or in consequence of the growth of this relationship. Well, there you have another page. And this one is of Cups. Yes or yes, love is in the air. It is there. There is an invitation to get to know someone. Someone promises a lot of future with you. Someone is imagining, thinking, and dreaming of a life with you, a relationship with you. What would it be like to move forward with Libra? What would happen if I try to take the next step with Libra? So yes or yes, you are receiving an unexpected proposal, in some cases from a person who is quite connected with you. That may have to do with that very deep desire you have and with the happiness that comes along with this desire. Because this person is speaking up, this person is approaching, and this person is intending to have an evolution in the bond or the relationship that you have. You will be connecting with love and you will be connecting with committed feelings, with feelings of stability, of security, where that person also makes you feel very good because there are many cups there. Above all, everything that has to do with your desire, you are materializing a desire, you are manifesting a concrete reality with a concrete intention from a person, and you yourself are in freedom as well. And something that also has to do with the creative character, because it is not only the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups that connect us with love. There are also situations occurring that bring issues that make us very happy because they connect us with that creative part. This is especially true for Libra, who may end up studying or doing something related to art, music, teaching, or even spiritual matters. These moments resonate deeply, allowing you to explore your passions and express your unique gifts while finding genuine fulfillment through these creative and meaningful pursuits in your life. Also, with things that fill the soul, because that also connects with the emotions. And there you have a Six of Pentacles, a moment of adjustment for Libra, a moment of compensation, and a moment of investment. Things are starting to shift in both your financial and relational spheres. Consequently, you will also be finding balance, becoming balanced, and being fair regarding what you receive in return as well. So it is also a moment where it is understood that you are gaining a lot, you are freeing yourself from restrictions, and above all, you are also managing certain elements very well. It is just like how money can be, but it is also about having truly understood that having gone through a difficult situation of crisis effectively leads you to grow and mature. This growth specifically relates to developing a much more orderly and responsible management of your money, ensuring that you are building a stable foundation for your future while finally leaving those past moments of scarcity behind you now. Imagine that you have the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. So here you are realizing that after having overcome that moment of emptiness, of crisis, or of lack, you now occupy yourself specifically with what you really need in the financial aspect, for example, because your finances start to look different. They start to go through a better moment and it is noticeable. And it does not mean that you do not take care of yourself, that you do not spend on what you want to spend, because here I see that not only are you going to allow yourself to satisfy your needs, but also that you are going to treat yourself after a long time. It may be that you place more responsibility on that because you also have that desire to share with others a large part of your earnings that you are generating. Imagine that the Page of Pentacles already told us about that. So as consistency and strength are seen, and you start to order your resources in a different way, you will surely feel more comfortable and be able to, well, invest in whatever you want or in whoever you want. You are also recognizing and respecting your own limits with regard to how I manage my material, personal, and relationship resources. Yes, you are going to give yourself with passion to this connection or to other people, but you are already taking more into account the preservation of that freedom and that emotional health as well. You'll be realizing now how to step away from people before you get worn out, before you reach the breaking point in your relationships. So, yes, you are going to start realizing that the void that you were experiencing previously, if we are talking about relationships, right? In any area, not only as a couple, was because those relationships were draining you. They were wearing you out. They made you feel empty, alone, and they were not healthy and could not be sustained in your life. You need to realize how you return to your balance from what could be well-being, above all else, above all else. So you are also coming to understand the true importance of beginning to establish certain boundaries whenever it becomes necessary. Please try not to feel guilty about doing this because often in life we find ourselves saying yes when in our hearts we truly do not want to participate. We end up agreeing just so we don't upset the other person or cause any unnecessary tension. However, it is vital to recognize that your own peace of mind must come first, even when it feels difficult to speak up. I think that now you are putting yourself first, and that is very interesting when the guide is asking us for freedom. Yes, so it is economic freedom, emotional freedom, personal freedom, and that is very, very important and very valuable. Look inward. It is not dangerous, the guide tells us. When I cross the layers formed by the opinions and beliefs of other people, I contemplate a magnificent being, which is me, wise and beautiful in my interior. I love everything I see in me. Impressive. What you love is also your freedom, the freedom that invites you in some way to live all of this, but also to feel free to say no when you feel like it, and also to say yes. Let's connect with this beautiful energy, Libra.